friend Luz Knudsen invited me out one night to go ice skating with his girlfriend, and mentioned that her sister might come along, and that he's like, I'm not setting you up. It was too cold to go ice skating that night, and so we actually had a beer at Bent River. Him and we talked for a while, then they walked in, Alexi and Katrina, and I had to do like a double take. I'm like, wow, okay.
I was wearing like a gross running shirt, and I had my hair in a stupid, like, messy side braid. So I go, and there was Kris. I was like blown away at how cute he was and how nice he was, and we got to talk like just about normal stuff, and he asked me questions, I asked him questions. That night, we all talked. They became some of my best friends, and then there was a connection with Katrina and I just from the beginning. We just clicked. So obviously she was very beautiful, but it was more than that. Leaving that date, or not date, it felt like a date to me because like I felt like he was the coolest guy ever and this could really be something, but I was like, oh, he's too cool for me. Like, there's no way in the world that he would ever want to go out again. And after that, he actually messaged me on Facebook, asked if I wanted to go get lunch with him sometime and get to know each other better. So the first date was at Blue Cat. Our time was really good. We had really good conversation. I had gum in my mouth, and she got a wrapper from her purse from a toy car and gave it to me to put my gum in. So I'm like, okay, this is going really good so far. I was so excited to go out with him that night. I was getting ready, and I went to put my sock on, and once I did it, I realized it was my glove. And because I was just so like anxious, excited, didn't know what I was doing. The more we were around each other, the more I wanted to date her for the purpose of marriage to begin with. And then the more I got to know her and her family, I'm just like, she's definitely the one. So I knew I liked him right away. I think when I knew that I wanted to marry him and be with him for the rest of my life was a time we went to Cool Beans and he played an open mic gig with Lewis, and he showed up, he hugged me, which was awesome. I was like, oh, he likes me. And my grandma was there, and he went over and he introduced himself to her and he hugged her too. And that was so endearing, and I really appreciated that. I was just like, this guy's already my family. Like, this is a thing. This is gonna happen. So we went to Peoria. I planned a picnic trip. One of our first day trips we had together was Peoria, so there's a lot of memories there. I had been practicing a song with Lewis for a little while. He taught me Green Eyes by Coldplay. I wanted to learn that for Katrina, to sing it to her. The day he proposed, we went to Peoria, and he had planned like a surprise picnic. He and Lewis planned it for me and Alexi, and I had no idea going into it. We all piled in the car, he drove, and we got to Peoria. We were along the river, and he had packed a lunch for us, and we were just kind of hanging out. I had no expectations, nothing seemed odd or anything. And then he and Lewis decided they wanted to play some music along the river, so Lewis set up a camera, said, I'm gonna make a YouTube video out of this, So everything was just like normal. And then he says after they got done playing a few songs, Lewis says to Kris, hey man, you wanna try that song that you've been working on? He handed me the guitar, and I sang the song to everyone but to Katrina. So he played Green Eyes by Coldplay, which he'd told me previously that like it made him think of me. But I still didn't really like think anything. I was just like, oh cool, he's getting his guitar out and playing and stuff. But yeah, then when he was done, he asked me to come closer so that I would be like in front of the camera, and then I was kind of had like okay, this isn't just a normal day, After that point, I went and got the ring from the guitar case and brought her close to the camera. He said some really sweet things to me, said that he loves me and he wants to love me forever, and he wants to, show me how much he loves me, and then he got down on one knee and asked me to marry him. And I crazy excitedly said yes probably 1,000 times.
65 years in one little house. More than a memory, more than saying I do. Kiss you good nights and I love yous. Me and you, baby, we'll walk in the footsteps and build our own family, one day at a time. 10 little toes, a painted pink room. Our beautiful baby looks just like you, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand, and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. This life will go by in the blink of an eye, but I wouldn't want to spend it without you by my side. The clouds are gonna roll, the earth's gonna shake, but I'll be a shelter through the wind and the rain, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand, and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Someday we'll wake up with thousands of pictures of 65 years in this little house. I won't trade for nothing the life that we built. I'll kiss you goodnight and say I love you still, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Unless you find out as you go, I knew much more then than I do now. Neon heart, day glow eyes, city lit by fireflies. They're advertising in the skies for people like us.